Well, greetings to you, my friends, once again from down here on a very rainy bayou, as you can see once again. And it's Friday. It's Friday. It's video day, and I've just been too busy this week. It's about 9 in the morning, trying to get out here and get a video shot, and the rains just keep hitting us. As you can see, it's been doing this every day since, if y'all saw the 4th of July video, and days the week before that even. So I got a big rack of ribs I was planning on putting on the smoker today and having go. Actually, I wasn't going to even smoke these. It was just going to be slow charcoal. We hickoryed up the brisket pretty good on that 15.5 pound brisket. And I still have some of that I froze. So I was thinking I'd take out a nice slab, have some brisket to go on with some barbecued ribs, just a bit nice barbecue feast. And yeah, so we'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, once again, there'll be there's just no get out of the rain now, you idiot. But yeah, we've got no like I said, it's just no break enough to be able to get in. I was going to do a little bit of Ron Anders black Lake Superior dirt still, trying to get into that. So we don't have that. But today what we're going to do is take it in the house to the new gold substation of South Louisiana to do us a mail call that came in from my first time with the company, and actually a pretty cool package that I got in. So that being said, let's turn. We'll leave the downpour saturated. So there's my Reaper plant's doing good here through that Matthew Ford Prospecting Super Dirt that he had sent me down last year on. And you can see what was yellow leaves. It's really beefed it up. We got a lot of new growth coming. So that's the Super Soul is working. And yeah, thank you again, Matthew. So all right, that's let's take it in out of the rain. As like I said, we turn to the gold. Oh, well, I was going to put my camera down there, but as you can see, we have the little ones. There's our other little baby. She's sleeping. That's our little tortie. So there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4 torties, and then one more in the back room of the other babies that are. Oh, hold on. We got to show everybody. So yeah, this is in the. Get back out. So this is in the back corner where she made her. After coming out from underneath the bed, I set her up over here, and she has this beautiful little corner. She stays in her bed. Her babies are just now starting to want to. There's our other little tortie, but she has been the best little mama, and she's with these babies all the time. I said, there's one that looks like her. That's her little twin. Looks just like she did when she was baby. So they are. But every day I come in and take them out and hug and handle them and make sure that they're very. Look at those the twins there, those little faces. So yeah, make sure that they're handled. And she's become very affectionate as far as always want me to reach in here, and she'll come up and she'll be crying and she'll make me follow her back in here, and then she'll get in her spot just like that. Want me to rub her belly or rub her little cheeks, and all the babies are here. So, but yeah, for a first time mommy, she has been so attentive. Every litter we got one that's a solid black. There's a little bear on this one. So yeah, like I said, she's just been a great little mommy, and we're gonna have a bunch of happy little friendly kittens to find homes for them. These two. So there we go. We'll put her back in her little cover. And cats like to be warm, so she also likes the kind of being here with the shelter. The same thing with the ones in the front, or that started out here in the front of the house. And the AC is in this window, but they were always back there where it was considerably warmer. Now we're sitting right out here in the front. And again, so we got the same kind of. We got our little one here. It's a gray, And we got this little guy with the little spot on his tail, and then there's a little bear, another little black one, and then another little tabby, and then our little girl here. Oh, I'm sorry, did I wake you up? That little face. So yeah, you're missing dinner. You're missing dinner with mommy. And then meanwhile, Gizmo has his kitty, who he was romping and playing with. There's my beautiful Shadow, my big gray boy. He's such a sweetheart too. All of my guys are just very affectionate. Not the kind of cats where most of them will come when I call them. There's the mama who started all of this. So, all right, well let's get down to business. So, all right, well, we're in out of the rain. Actually, the sun just popped back out for a minute in between showers. It's coming up. But I had a call that came in, and what are you playing with? He's got his rainbow toy there. Called a guy who worked for a house down the street here. They blew their water heater. So it's not an emergency right away. So I got time to go ahead and finish this up and try to get this edited and at least downloaded for tonight. And then I'll go over there and pull that. We've actually got one out here in the back in his storage locker that we have that I can swap out. So get this wrapped up, and I go do a water heater. So as you see, I've got a nice, this is a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 inch piece of Luan, not the thin stuff, but the little bit thicker stuff. This is the thin stuff that this is made of. This sign is on, and you can see it's the 1/8 inch, basically 1/4 inch, as opposed to, I guess that's more of a 1/2 inch, what they'd call a 1/2 inch. I don't know. It's the thicker Luan, but it's I had to use this. I had to get a piece to use for a repair that I was doing on a wall, and I had this left over for scrap, so I'm thinking that's going to be my replacement. I'm going to attach this onto the bigger board here, and then I'll have room to put all the new stickers around this, and next will be a 4x8 sheet that goes on over that as we expand and grow on it. I guess we'll just have to see, but this is still a manageable size to be able to move around fairly easily, and it's light. But I'll definitely have to be putting some struts around the back and reinforce it so it won't want to warp. And then this, because that's what this is doing, it started bending and torquing out from sitting out there. Just the humidity down here makes fucks up wood like that. So this I'll put in some screws and use some of that Loctite, some of my Loctite adhesive that I use in a few choice spots to get it on there anchored. I might even caulk around the edges just to keep any kind of moisture, since I do tend to bring it outside for be able to get in behind it. I don't know, we'll see. But now the question is, what color do I want to make the backing on this board? Actually, I kind of like the natural wood. Maybe just seal it, except it's got some glue joint marks on it and stuff, some fill-in stuff where they did the sheet. So that would look kind of bad. So I'm sure I'll paint it something that maybe I was thinking about white, but so many stickers are white that it might blend into. But a lot of them are different color too. So I'm not sure. Maybe I've got the dark blue on the thing. Maybe a lighter blue or a green for the bayou. I don't know. We'll see. But green, then you get the specific colors. Stickers will get lost in the colors, kind of like some of them in the blue, the dark blue here. Some that maybe stand out a little better than others, but I don't know. We'll or gold. Just do it all in gold, and have where it flows off of the state here with a gold. Expands on out, maybe a couple of different layers of gold, like kind of shining out. I don't know. We'll see, but that's the plan. I got it. So we're gonna go. We've got our Carson Trump in here in his position today. So, like I said, we're going to be doing a mill call, and this one is one that came in from the miners table, which I've seen this before, but I've just never done any of their stuff, and it's been a long time. And it came up. I don't remember where. I might have just been looking online or something, but it showed up, and so we're gonna see. They are still down here eating. She's giving them a good breakfast, and I already have them eating solid food. I've been giving them canned food whenever I give the others their nightly dinner. They I always give them all every day some wet food, just so make sure they get the full nutritional values. And these little guys here have just now this week, last couple of days, have started giving them diluted down. What are you doing? And then we come in here and I hear this. They shred up. What are you doing? That's my little girl. The gray one, the white one, Snowball and Shadow. I'll hear them bumping around. Look what they've done to my shower curtain. I got a new shower curtain already, to liner to replace because that's shredded up. But they, for some reason, it sounds like they're knocking the whole house down when they're in here. There'll be 2 or 3 of them in the tub thrashing around. So yeah, Gizmo stays clear of that. So but at any rate, here we are. So yeah, this is actually from Kenai, like the Kenai Gold, Kenai, Alaska. And so I opened it up because I just ordered a bag of pay dirt from them, and it said whenever you order from them, your first order something, it signs you up for a membership with them. They've got memberships like here. I think I'll do a picture of it here where you can get different levels, copper, gold membership levels. But on the first order, I got this. It came in. Here's the Alaska. This is the seasoning compound, Gold Rush, and here it says probably world's finest all-purpose seasoning salt blend. And for the ingredients, you can see it's basically it's got the 100% natural herbs and spices, and that says including the sweet onion, domestic full flavor garlic, and then you see there fresh cracked pepper, and then fresh ground paprika, premium kosher salt, and all our ingredients are kosher certified. So. But yeah, so very cool. We'll be trying that out for sure. And so I went dug in a little more, and then this came out, and it says sample Hard Rock Cons. So once I got to this point, I stopped going through the box because I thought I'd do it with you guys to see how it turns out. But you can see right there. It says Devil's Ledge, Hard Rock Cons, and then from the Miner's Table. And apparently this company's been around for many years. And it's got the little flap there. We click that off. Let's turn the light on here. There we go. I'm not sure if it's going to be. We'll do it open it over the bag here. But you can see it says squeeze sides below cap. So we'll squeeze the side. Oh, and there you go. You squeeze it and it just pops open. And then there's the little seam, and check that out. Holy cow. And you can see there's some you can tell that is some crushed rock. You got a lot of sparkle in there. You can see the pyrite for sure. How awesome is that? And they're even aware enough that they put the little cap on it there, the little seal on it there to keep it from bleeding out. That's a really cool. And then they double bag it in the Ziploc. So I'm opening this up going, damn, what, I just was expecting a bag of pay dirt. And then here, I got to this, and I saw it. So like I said, I stopped, but it says, again, thank you for choosing Miner's Table. As a site member, the rewards started accruing the moment your request was approved. You can find more information about membership perks on the website under royalty rewards link, and that's where they show you can start out like $20, $50, up to like $1,000 for your memberships. I'm sure it's compensated in gold. But these concentrates are from the Rocky Creek claim in Alaska. While these mountains are young and the placer is limited in many areas, this area has an abundance of pockets of fine gold if you know where to look. These cons have been concentrated and washed, removing some of the organics and 80% or so of the gangue material. I guess that's the raw stuff, trash stuff. Gold is added to ensure minimum guarantee is met. From fine to small pickers is what you'll find, with some sulfites and black sand adding a bit of challenge. Some river travels have been added for effect. Occasionally the gravels will contain, I guess it's gravels, not travels. The gravels will contain garnet, beautiful mineralized polished quartz, petroleum, diamonds, jasper, and more. This is for recreational purposes only. I do not recommend placer gold as an investment, only due to the variables in purity. Most placer can average from 12 to 22 karat. Ours is 18 karat. Thank you again for becoming a member and stopping by to check us out. Cody, the Miners Table CEO, Barry Manning. So, very cool. Just by ordering, you get kind of signed up. So there's our bag. And it is the Rocky Creek Cons, 1 pound, 1 gram of gold, and you can see it's got got the shrink wrap, the heat shrink on it. So there's a good seal on our bag. Considering the picture I just got from Mr. Minix on let's see if we can back out a little bit here. On his prize box that came in from the mail, with it just looked like they had just chewed on the son of a bitch. I mean, how can you damage a package that much in that short of a span of a distance? But yeah, it was just crap hanging out of the box. It was so shredded up and torn open. So, but he said it looked like everything was there accounted for. So. But check this out, a vacuum seal. I mean, that's a pretty fancy vacuum seal on that bag with the little, I guess that's the valve where you suck it up. And then on top of that, there's the gummy, like a gummy seal here. I can feel the tack, or it might just be the added tape. And then that's sealed up. And then inside that is actually, and check that out. That is some very fine black sand crust. And you can see some rocks in there. 1 pound, 6.6 ounces. So over a pound, pound and a quarter, or pound and a third. So I'm very impressed with the packaging and how they seal all this stuff up, the bonus stuff. And we're not done yet, because there was something else. And again, I saw this and I did not want to, I wasn't going to get into it until we did a mail call on it. So there's two, feels like rocks that are wrapped up in paper towel. Oh, wow, man. Check that out. I guess that is some of the stuff that they've actually crushed, that's in the crushed cons, maybe. But you can see that layer of quartz in that black rock. And look at that. You can see, I mean, could that be gold? It's you can see, it looks like there's some pyrite for sure. But yeah, that layer of quartz, you can see it runs all the way, that band runs all the way through that. I mean, that's just a beautiful specimen piece. I don't know if he send that for you to crush. That one's got a little, actually got some stuff coming off of it already. Look at that. Is that a flake of gold that just fell off of there? But, oh wow, man, that is another very cool. Oh, that's that's that piece right there. It broke away where that joint came free. So check that out, though. But definitely some very interesting looking rock. A lot of stuff going on in there. See, like right there. I mean, that's. I'm seeing some shine, a little glisten there that looks, has a. I mean, is it be pyrite? I guess that's some iron staining in that too. And this again, that piece right there, you've got that. It's got some very yellowish shine. That I'm sure it's got to be pyrite, especially like along that lip right there. You can see the. This camera's not picking it up like I'm seeing. Oh, there, right there, you can kind of get that flash. So, but again, just to throw that stuff in, and then we've already, like I said, we've got our pieces there that kind of broke off in shipping, but all this stuff made it in great shape. Oh, let's see, so yeah, man, I'm real anxious now to see what our material looks like on this. It's got a guaranteed, like I said, a guaranteed 1 gram, and shipping was included on it. I think it was like, I can't remember what the price. I think $68. A very good price on picking it up. That's kind of the reason that I went ahead and got it to begin with. When I saw that price and started looking into it, hold on, get back out there. Sorry, but Gizmo, what are you doing? He's in his chair, and they are still down there eating. I just cannot believe that she's they're sleeping and eating. You're missing dinner over here, little girl. My little girl in her bed. Yeah. Well, but yeah, 4 of them here, one over there, and so yeah, the miners table. I'll leave a link in the description so that you could check it out for yourself, and might want to wait until I do my pay dirt on it. But I have a feeling when they're that generous with stuff that they're throwing in for your order, and a guarantee amount on it, that they're probably you know you're probably not going to be at a lot of risk if you don't wait for me to do my review before you get your order in for them. And actually, they sent out they sent me a message back saying, apologizing, saying that they were a little behind because they've had such demand, especially with this price. And I'm like, yeah, whenever gold's going for $79 and you're selling it for $68 postage paid, yeah, I can wait. And yeah, so, and then it came in. Like I said, it still came in within, I guess, like 10 days maybe. So yeah, it was like I said, I had no issues with waiting for it, and it came in pretty quick. And for those keeping track, Mr. Alan Curry out in over in the UK, that y'all saw that I got his package returned back from March. Took 4 months to for it to make the circulation. That the address was one number off. It was a 6 instead of a 9, and they returned it. Although the subsequent package made it to him just fine with the same wrong address, but that one didn't. But he just messaged me that it came in basically less than 2 weeks. It got there, very quickly on this trip with his auction bottle that he had bought and won on the auction from the 4th of July. So a big congratulations and thanks again to Mr. Alan Curry on his successful receipt of the long-awaited his long-awaited Bayou Gold Guy pay dirt. So yeah, it's quite the journey getting there. So That's pretty much all we have for today. Like I said, I've got it was this or nothing. I started to do a live stream again tonight, but I just, we don't. I'm not going to do it that regularly. And I again apologize to you guys that tuned in on Friday nights. And obviously I've learned that uh, StreamYard, it's not just the parade Mardi Gras music that it distorts, and I don't know if they do that so it won't copyright songs over their music over their stream. I'm not sure why the distortion comes in on breaking up music, even just playing the guitar. That was terrible. And I mean, I was already a little juiced as it was. And so yeah, I'm gonna have to see about it. Definitely another option other than StreamYard for apparently if you want to play any music on it live. And same thing like with the parade, it was all garbled and broken up whenever I went back and watched those. So, but like I said, very interested to see what happens with this. So, and we have to say congratulations to James Culver Prospecting got his 500 subscribers. And Troubled One is I don't know if y'all see him come up. He's if you're not subscribed to Troubled One, I'll leave a link to his too. He was really trying to help James. He's been doing his PAYDIRT, so he's really a fan of James and his channel and his material. So he was really trying to help him get those last, and he got them pretty quick too. So congratulations on that, on getting to his 500, and Troubled One for helping him out. Very cool. And he was just doing a video for the chicken miners. He got an 8-gram bag, and he had some technical issues on his that lost his part 2 or something on it. So you get to see a little bit of it of his gold, his recovery on that. But I've never seen anybody do that much chicken miners at one time, that much gold from chicken miners. So interested to see what that comes out. And so yeah, and then of course, if y'all still following, we're the gang's playing here. We're getting this new information coming out every day about the they put Trump in a kill box. I'll leave a link also for Benny Johnson. He just did a video this morning on the they went out to the site out in Butler, and with the Corey Mills and another senator that went out there to look at the site, and they had a drone. They had a drone that they took out, and it was just the number of targets, a number of rooftops where they could have targeted Trump. Even they were talking to witnesses that were there that day that were on the outskirts of outside the designated, safe zone, like this building was supposedly. And there were no vetting. They were, you could just wander up basically on that outside edge and have 80-yard direct line of sight, unobstructed to Trump. And so now just to keep in mind that there's over 100. Hey, watch out. Get away from my stand. You're playing too rough here. They messed us up. But yeah, there are now over 100. There's only 8 that they've recovered. There's over 100. Just the Nazi Islam terrorist ilk that have penetrated this country. Imagine an organized state, foreign state, terrorist state actors that are already in the country, seeing this and knowing, how easily it is to defeat the minimalist security measures that they're using. And this was just some idiot. And then that they were up there looking on that second floor window, if y'all have seen this, that overlooked the roof that he took the shot from, where there were agents up there that were in that window. It's like, how did they not take that shot? Well, now it's come out. They had the call that came in of the suspicious, this piece of shit shooter. So there were 3 of them up there. One of the snipers was sent home early for some reason. We're good here. Go on, go on. You're missing your ball game. Well, it's just the president. sent one of the three home. So now they're already short one man of their operational team up there. This was not Secret Service. This was the Butler County area sniper, the local authorities said. And then they get the call in of this suspicious character. So they send one of the two guys goes down to look for him, leaving now only one sniper in that position to watch out for this whole area. Not necessarily the roof there, but overseeing their view of the barns. The red barns are the landmark of everything now. That was the Trump, the Trump stage. So anywhere you look around from those sites, whenever you can see those red barns, there, clear shot. That was an easy kill shot. So these people so they had the call that went out, came in that this suspicious character. So one of the two guys goes down to look for him. Well, when he comes to go back in the building, his key card's not working. Deep, 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 deep. No, it won't open. So then he radios up, tells the other guy, hey, man, you got to come down here and let me in. My card won't open the door. So then the last guy that's there, that's, security watching, protecting, is the last, line of defense of protection. He abandons his post and goes down, however far it is, on this giant ass fucking building to go downstairs to the door. It may have been 100 yards to get all the way over to where he had to go to open the door where this idiot was, where his key card wouldn't work for whatever reason. And that happened to be the time when the doofus climbs up, and then again, they've got new video of him wallering around up the roof. He knew to stay down below the plane of the roof where the snipers wouldn't see him. So that's why he's, fumbling around up there getting up. But just the fact that, who made the call telling one of the two guys there, go out and look, when the people run out there and say, there's cops, that you see a cop, whatever, the viewers say, hey, there's, a guy up on the roof, and they're yelling about it. So there were cops down on the ground around that building there. They could have said, hey, look for this. Don't have to pull down one of your sniper team when you're already short. So again, who made the call that said, go down and leave your post to go look for that? And then who okayed, okay, yeah, check. Go ahead and go down and open the door for Dingus, whose card doesn't work, and just leave that area vulnerable. And again, over and over again, why did the shooter have a drone earlier in the day, but there's no drones in the security setup when I just watched a baseball game where they played out Star Wars in 1,000 drones doing shapes of, Luke, and you could tell it was Luke, and Darth Vader, and, detailed characters, laser fighting, laser sword fighting, lightsaber fighting in the air with these drones. But you're telling me you can't rig up 10 or 20 of them with a program that'll patrol an area and alternate when one goes, batteries up, then it launches a new one, so it'd have a, rotating, that seems like if you can make 1,000 of these dance around and play out Star Wars, you should be able to, have them to cover, 10 or 20 buildings in certain areas, and then, and be monitoring that. So whenever you do, you mark out those white roofs. If you see something, show up on any of these roof areas, a million different safeguards and programs that you could load in, I'm sure, to these, AI crap that would recognize and react and alert. And again, same thing. How are they communicating to each other from these, different, disciplines and different, different groups, the local police, state police, FBI, Secret Service. What was the hub? Again, it's just everything was a giant clusterfuck. Even before you look at the inept, incompetent personnel that were there, and now we've got the media where they're asking people, don't show the picture of Trump with his fist raised, up there in blood on his face. They are like squelching that. Even coming out where they were, the FBI director Ray was questioning the bullet actually striking. Just they're trying to minimize everything about Trump getting shot in the head over the incompetence and direct dereliction of duty and intent. Like I said, this was negligence with intent. Extreme negligence with intent was to let this happen to Trump. And it didn't happen. It didn't work. And now Biden is down and out. And then if you saw that, whatever that was that they propped up and spoke for 11 minutes the other night that said absolutely nothing and definitely did not endorse camel toe, it's just bizarre upon bizarre. So, and then again, same thing. They're trying to change the whole history that that Camel was not she was not the border czar. When you can go back and see clip after clip of the same people now that are denying it, the same media that are denying it, calling her that, because they were trying to play her up as being having something. The first woman vice president, we got to have her doing something important other than just being there cackling like an idiot. And unfortunately, that's all she can really do is cackle like an idiot and talk, about in the most simplest, basic vocabulary terms, and the importance of time and the passage of time and the impact of the passage of time. It was, we're moving through time. We're passing through time now. And it's the importance of that time that we're passing through that makes this, just talking to hear her head rattle, who doesn't love a yellow school bus? That's one of their big accomplishments is the electric bus, school buses. Well, the company that makes the electric buses that are the big failure is actually the company that is invested in by, like 40 or 50 of the members of Congress that were directly in on this, getting this $1 billion company. They had all this money they made from it, and it's gone bankrupt. And they all, again, it's all like the rest of the Green New Deal and all the climate, hoax bullshit. It's all based on them collecting money from suckers and lying to the public like they've done. And again, the bottom line is she knew how inept, incompetent, and derelict and just incapable Biden was, because she was around him all the time and would stand up there and say how Joe is just, nobody can keep up with him like all these other people did, lying upon lying upon lying until it was not beneficial for him anymore. And then they immediately turn on him, of how, calling for, him to step down and how, democracy and threat this. And then as soon as they force him out, oh, he's a hero to the nation. One of the greatest presidents to ever live, his sacrifice, giving up his power, blah, blah, blah. No, they were threatening him, saying, if you do not resign, whenever, because he was, those last words were, I'm not going anywhere, because his arrogance would not let him. He still has enough wherewithal in his dementia-riddled state to be able to spout, his bullshit, that, not want his legacy tarnished by, the ultimate failure of having to, step down. But it's like we're going to prosecute you for all that paper, all that documents that you've got that you took out as a senator. That's espionage and felony crime. We're going to, you're not going to be able to pardon your derelict son, who I guarantee, they've never done a drug test on Hunter. He's still smoking crack. He is not, I've turned over a new leaf. He's still the same scumbag trash he's always been, just like the rest of the Biden family. But those were the things that he could, Jill's not going to get her book deal. You're going to get we're going to put you in a ghetto library next to Obama's or something, and he relented because one way or another they were not going to have him in. But now they've they're stuck with camel toe, and there's just no way that she can win. So, but again, that does not mean that we can drop our guard. Go out and volunteer. I'm already on the list of volunteer for training for the poll watcher, whatever for we have them down here. We don't really need them, but I'm also on a list. I volunteer for being a call center to call out for out of state of whatever is necessary. But yeah, take part. There's a number of people that watch this channel that have told me I'm not a Trump fan. Some have never voted before. Some have never voted for a Republican before. But say that they're probably going to vote for Trump just because seeing what's going on and what the elites and the organized mafia government are doing to one citizen who wants to be president, the one non-political person to ever be in that spot, and has been nothing but targeted for 8 years now, relentlessly and mercilessly and falsely, almost 99% of the time, while the other side just throws up nothing but lies about their accomplishments and try to diminish all the great accomplishments that Trump did and take credit for most of them that they can. And so my friends, we like I said, eternal vigilance is the price we pay for freedom. And in this case, no matter how inept and just incompetent this DEI, the ultimate DEI hire is of Camel Toe Harris, a woman that basically, at 29 years old was having an affair with a married mayor of San Francisco, and after she'd been passed around as not even the number one woman, like number 2 or number 3 on Montel, and I don't know what she ranked, and there was some sleazy rapper that she was grouping for too. So I mean, just been passed around and got her jump though, because she was blowing the mayor, and he appointed her, put her in charge as a district attorney, and then her career soared from there because of her abilities. And even though everything that she's done has been detrimental to the people that she was serving, failing upwards, which is what the Democrats and the libtards do. And she's the ultimate. Never has had children, barren. Which any of these women that they were concentrating on my career was more important than being a housewife and mother. And well, that's the only reason that you were here, is to produce children, to produce functional good children, to carry on the culture, the species, and the civilization. And that's the only reason any of us are here as a species, is to perpetuate it. And I would have loved to have had some kids along the way, but like I said, I just wasn't going to play the games with the women that I've always been associated with to to deal with that and battle for children and put kids through that kind of thing. So if it had happened, it would have. But at any rate, Kamala is never going to be bothered with having children, and the last thing you want is a president with no stake in the game as far as handing down future for future generations. What are you doing? my fixed cat. He knows he's wanting to crouch over the little one there, but bites her in the neck, kind of gets in position like mating, but he no, you're not doing anything to do that anymore, big boy. So all right, the cats. Shadow, leave her alone. She's a little girl. But yeah, they're all there. She's another one scheduled. She'll be going into heat soon. She's another one scheduled with the others to get fixed if they can ever get them on the list. I'm waiting for the call. So I got 4 of them ready to go. So at any rate, though, yes, even though it seemed to be impossible for this piece of shit to ever become president of the United States, I still am not sold that she is going to be the candidate at this point. I still think because they're not going to kick out Joe for someone that's even less popular because he can't win. So they're not done with their bag of bullshit that they pull out and have gotten away with. So there's no reason for them to cut back on it. So again, we got to just overwhelm it. So all right, my friends. So thank you again for tuning in. In the next week or so, probably going to get on working on the gold station out there. I've got a couple of jobs, a big paint job. I'm hoping to get on a house, a tear down, another couple of roofs that I need to do. So we'll see. But running out of summer, man, we're gonna be putting up a goddamn Christmas tree again here in another few weeks. So egads. At any rate, thank you, my friends, for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll get on some gold next week. Got the T-Rep bag that came in from Indiana Creek. Got our stuff from Matthew Ford we still got to get into. We got our stuff to get in from Ron Andrews got to get into, and some more stuff coming. So, yeehaw. Also, thank you again to the channel members supporting the channel, all you guys. If you'd like to join, there's a couple of different tiers that actually get pay dirts for thank yous. One's a bi-monthly, then there's a couple that are monthly. And again, it's just kind of just a thank you. It's not a tit for tat thing on gold. Kind of defeats the purpose of doing it if I'm giving away all the worth of it. But it's just to say, it's still a good amount. So and you get the Bayou Gold Guy bottles and labels and stuff that'll be coming out with it, and then random. We've already had some winners of the random drawings that'll come up regularly for the members at whatever level you're in, and so everybody gets a chance when we do our drawings, And but again, the people that have the regular monthly and bi-monthly get the special. And anybody that orders anything gets any bags from me. If you're a channel member, yeah, you're gonna get the bonus gold in that too. So that kind of thing. And you're supporting the channel. We've got this will be the third month. It will actually get I think up to $150 this last month on from the thank you, the super chat, super thanks, and then mainly the memberships. So that went towards buying this and is going towards the next gold. So the money that I get in off this that does the channel goes, I try to put all of it right back in to helping sustain it because it still has been kind of tight around here with work and the economy. It is what it is, same with everybody else. So thank you all again so much for your support. And I guess that'll wrap this one up. So until the next time, Gizmo, right? You got anything to say, big boy? he's looking. Well, let me think. Do I have something to say? No, we're good. All right. And they're still eating. They've been down there eating the whole time. And why is my little girl curled up? That's the kitties. Hey, get out of there. Don't sleep in that. Get out of there. What are you doing? I make that up for their training. That's the training box for the litter box for the little ones, for them to start, be able to be litter box trained. You little stinker. But they do like to lay in it sometimes. So all right. Well, Guinevere and I, Gizmo and the gang, thank you all once more. And until the next time, take care of each other. Peace out, my friends. Yeah. I gotta go change a water heater. Alright, well, let's see if we can send you guys out on something that sounds a little better than what was coming through on StreamYard the other night. see y'all next time.